risk at this point.
Wait, what happened?
I'm sick.
What do you have?
I think it's just a head cold, but at this point in time, like, it's just lingering, and I don't want to, like, it's just kind
I
of.
got probably allergies too.
I wish it was just allergies. That
I
would
don't know.
make me
Every
feel
time
better.
this year, it's just like I have just a stuffy nose, and that's it. It's just pissing me off. Now I don't, but you know.
I think I might have picked up something. Being in rodeo for 3 days with the dust in there, and it's that
Oh,
fine, like, that fine dirt.
I feel you.
So I think that was a little bit
Just like
to it,
get vitamins and shit like that.
and then I didn't like. I went like 3 days and was kind of
And welcome out to a gorgeous afternoon, if not a little bit windy here at Laramie County Community College, as the Golden Eagles taking on Western Nebraska to open up the Region 9 postseason in what should be really a fun matchup between these two sides that played each other to a 4-2 win for the Golden Eagles in the opening, or one of their final home games, in the final home game, that is. Western Nebraska wearing the blue and gold. Golden Eagles, white tops, gray shorts, white socks down below. Golden Eagles will be working left to right, and they get a quick free kick as Danny Barajas is going to send this one sailing to the right side and bouncing towards the end line. Held on to there and losing it just off of the end line. Golden Eagles will give this one to a goal kick for Western Nebraska. And just underway. We'll see how these two teams shape up against each other on this one. That was Mario Ramirez they were trying to feed it to down on that end line. A little bit breezy, as I said. But if you're from Wyoming, you're used to that. Of course, if you're from Western Nebraska, pretty used to that as well. Pressure put on the goal kick by LCCC. They're bringing a lot of pressure early as Edgar Garcia puts one into the box, cleared out. And the Golden Eagles will have a throw-in from the far side, which they take quickly. Push down the left sideline. There is Rudy Medina. Gets it to Garcia outside the 18. Fed back to Barajas into the 18 to a cutting Jorge Garcia, but attack broken up by the defense for Western Nebraska. They'll bring it to the near side, trying to get it out wide, and now pass it right to Ryan Terrazas, getting the start here for Laramie County Community College. Gets it up ahead. Christian Nunez has the ball taken away, and Western Nebraska will play this one backwards and feed it back to the right side wide. It'll be a throw-in coming up for for LCCC. Off of Western Nebraska on the play. Golden Eagles attack with Medina into the box. Rudy making a streak, and he's going to put one center. Popped up for Garcia. Jorge can't get that one, but an immediate strike by Edgar Garcia on the rebound. And El Trip early on taking the advantage. The early pressure working out brilliantly in their favor. And they go up 1-0. That's what you want to do in these quarterfinal matchups. Get the early leads and hold on to them. You don't want to have to be playing from behind. The Golden Eagles will avoid that fate as they bring the home fans to their feet for the early session of it. Edgar Garcia just 3 minutes into this one, able to put El Trip on onto the board. First shot on goal for the Golden Eagles too, coming from their sophomore from the midfield. So now it will be Western Nebraska to attack. Ball comes over to the near side. Golden Eagles again already putting some numbers forward. Remember, they struck very quickly the first time these two teams played with 3 goals in the first 20 minutes. And only had 1 more goal the rest of the way through. So the Golden Eagles, you can hear it from their bench saying, hey, we got to keep the pressure on. They know that they can't let that happen to them again with this team from Western Nebraska and Scottsbluff coming into it with a couple of dangerous weapons that they like to spread the ball out to wide that we saw last time around. Barajas on the right side trying to attack in. Gets tangled up and it will rise up after Pedro Roche, the freshman out of Puerto Rico, gives up and surrenders the free kick, and the Golden Eagles will get this one outside of the 18, even with the top of the 18 about. And they will have Barajas alongside of Terrazas taking the initial free kick of the game, or excuse me, second free kick of the game for the Golden Eagles. And Barajas will wave Terrazas back into the box as Danny will take this one himself. 41-22 to go. As Barajas picks out his target, Golden Eagles rush from the far side. It's going to be headed out of the box by Paulo Enrique. Back in towards the goal, and a wide shot goes off of the crossbar as Garcia nearly able to get that one through. Jorge gave it a good look. Garcia's teamed up at one point in time, but that was earlier in the season. I think it might have been against Western Nebraska as well, but this time Not able to get that one quite on target, and it goes as a goal kick for Western Nebraska. They're going to push this one to the far sideline. And again, it goes out of play, throw in to L Tripp. Thank you so much. So the ball gets thrown in deep. L Tripp has really not seen much possession of it from Western Nebraska into the attacking third. That's a good sign for the Golden Eagles in this one to keep that pressure on, as this is a quick strike team from Western Nebraska. They like to flank it out wide to some of their strikers, a couple of them in particular. The biggest one to watch out for is Serkal, as he's got 12 of their 19 goals on the season. And speaking of that, they push one forward and trying to break through the defense. That time was Adolfo Rojas, the freshman, taking the place of Serkal. Serkal now come up and apply a little bit of pressure to Fierro. Rojas comes back to the near side, and Golden Eagles will lose possession to Alex Alarcon. Alarcon puts it back into the middle. And a slide to the right side. They're going to play advantage to Western Nebraska and call this one back for a previous foul, and they're going to give the free kick to Western Nebraska for a chance for them to maybe strike with some players loading up into the box. The free kick will be taken by Renan Sousa. Golden Eagles drop the defense back with 6 holding the line. Western Nebraska will bring up a couple of defensive players, including Paulo Enrique, who towers there. You got to keep an eye on him for one deep and for the rebounds. He'll take the backside. Serkal goes down the middle. They actually go for him, and it ends up at the feet of Serkal, and a rebound loose. Can't be tracked down. A great job by Fierro to get to that one first. It was kind of stuck there in the middle of the box for a moment, and Adolfo Rojas had a chance, but Fierro first to it. Keeps this game even at zeros after the Cougars can't make that free kick hold any weight. 38:51 to go. 1-0 Western Nebraska on top after the 3rd minute goal from Edgar Garcia. Ball played out wide from the defensive half by Western Nebraska. L Tripp a little bit more cautious, throwing some numbers forward right now as they'll bring it back to the wide side on the near edge with Enrique again, dropping it back to their keeper. Hernan Berdiles back in net. Gave up all 4 of the goals to Laramie County Community College, one of his larger goals against efforts this season, as the Cougars found some opportunities. Foul whistled again. Barajas is going to get tripped up from behind. Stepping in there was Dante Rafaela. And it'll be another free kick opportunity for Laramie County, with Barajas taking this one nearly dead center of the field, off of the center field circle. 37:55 to go. Places the ball in front. So defense will linger behind him. Golden Eagles only keeping 2 back on defense. They're bringing their wingers up a little bit from the defensive line. And the free kick will be sent deep towards the box and right into the hands of Berdiles. Too deep for any of the Golden Eagles to get to it, and they'll play it quickly out of the box with a roll to the near side. Enrique drips one towards the sideline. They'll play this one up the left side, and out of play it goes for a throw into Western Nebraska. I was curious if they were going to bring this one back, and they do. 37 minutes and 18 seconds to go, as the Golden Eagles still leading at 1-0. Throw will be taken by Terrazas on the near side, playing up in the midfield. Fires one forward to Barajas. Headed towards the middle where Jorge Garcia gets an interception. Was a little bit late to the first ball, and they're going to call a handball now against Garcia that gives it back over to Western Nebraska for a free kick of their own. So coming back right to left, Western Nebraska once more will take possession of it. They've had one really good run for West Nebraska and multiple really good runs so far for L Tripp. West Nebraska trying to build up another one. They go into Serkal on the right side. He's dangerous with the ball at his feet. Out of Brazil. Played at Joinersville, Brazil, but a sophomore for Western Nebraska. Header by Enrique goes back into the attacking half for the Cougars. Golden Eagles will force it back towards the midfield stripe, and it'll be dropped off to Dante Rafaela. Now sent near side to Pedro Roche. Roche gets this one to the midfield. They'll play a through ball to the left side, has some space. Alex Alarcon on the left side finds Sirkal and slips one through the leg of Brian Fierro. And just as we were talking about it, Sirkal is a dangerous weapon if he gets into some space, and that evens things up 1-1 here in the first minute. Golden Eagles finding themselves back into a draw. And all even up here. That is a 9th-minute goal for Rodrigo Sirkal. And El Trip will again be playing from even. That momentum that you just picked up, you got to regain it again. So the Golden Eagles start putting those numbers forward once more. This time West Nebraska swipes the ball away one more time. Into the middle of the field, they try to dump it to Sirkal. Falls down. He'll be picked up by his teammate Mateus Nascimento. Drop to the near side. West Nebraska's been holding on to the ball for the last 2.5 minutes or so as this one dropped left. And played out of play for a throw-in for Western Nebraska coming up with 35 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Throw will be taken on the near side by Alarcon. He got the assist on the last one. Dropping that one into the box for Sirkal. He'll try and play one deep to the box again. Takes a bounce, and Fierro will keep it in front of him and dribble this one out before picking it up. Rolls it to the near side, and Brian Aguirre feeds it up ahead to Barajas. Barajas gets it back after a through ball gets deflected by West Nebraska. On the far side, Edgar Garcia takes it this time, feeds it to Nunez in some space. Golden Eagles have a couple of Cougars out of position. They'll drop it deep to the left side for Medina, and that one is going to be tackled away from Medina, but he gets it back. Nunez once more on top of the ball. Christian fighting for it. It goes as a free kick, I believe, coming up for Laramie County, as another foul is going to be whistled by the center judge. Far sideline indeed for another chance. This one could be good positioning for the Golden Eagles to maybe make an effort at the goal. 34 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Goal in the 3rd minute and a goal in the 9th minute to get this one underway, one for each side, and we're even at 1-1. It'll be Barajas again to take it. 2-man wall for Western Nebraska, and the Golden Eagles will line up on the near side this time with a run. Official having words with the Western Nebraska wall members. Now backs off, and the referee will center himself up and whistle for action. This one crossed towards the goal, and Berdiles has trouble with it initially, but is able to dive back on top of it, and Western Nebraska will come back the other way. Alarcon on the near side. Feeds it backwards. An interception coming back to him, taken away by Luis Castillo, but right back to the feet of Pablo Roche. Roche goes down, ends up taking the tackle, and it'll be a free kick coming up for Western Nebraska. All played just near the midfield stripe. Western Nebraska will see Dante Raffaella came in as a late substitution from the starters, or an early substitution from the starters. Play this one back to Enrique. The top of the box, the ball rolled over to the right side where Nascimento playing, or excuse me, that actually is Samuel Acosta. I was going to say, can't be Nascimento. He plays up in the midfield in the attacking area. They'll lose the ball either way. West Nebraska watches a crosser into the box that El Trip can't quite get the run to. They were trying to feed it up ahead to Mario Ramirez, who was running far side post, but goes out of play for a goal kick. Berdiles will track the ball down and make the throw. 32 minutes and 14 seconds to go. First half of play and a 1-1 draw to decide who goes on to take on most likely Casper. This is the 4 and the 5, and a near shot opportunity after the ball was thrown away. Christian Nunez had a chance to slip one in through the far post. It'll be deflected away by Berdiles, and a corner kick coming up for Laramie County. They get their first official corner of this one. Taken by Barajas again on that right side. Golden Eagles again load up the far side of the box. They play it short, And Garcia gets a look at the near post, but it's going to be handled by Berdiles once more. Headed around, the through ball to the left side. Isaac Perez gets to this one first and feeds it up ahead to Barajas on the near sideline. But again, stolen away by Western Nebraska on the tackle. Near side, and a handball is going to be whistled against Nascimento. His 3 white jerseys around him anyway, so wasn't much room for him to try and get through. And the Golden Eagles get the free kick and the opportunity to try and cross the field. That's what they'll take. Rudy Medina takes on the far side. He'll try and put one deep. Had Barajas making the run. Barajas trying to settle it at his feet, and looks like offsides is going to be whistled on Danny. A little bit too early on his breakaway from Medina's kick, and it goes into the 15th minute with the score still at 1-1. 30 minutes and 39 seconds. As it'll be Berdiles to take the free kick. He'll send one on the ground short. He'll feed it out wide this time. And the run's going to be made by Samuel Acosta, I believe. Tries to find the middle. Renan Sousa, a sophomore, loses possession of it to the Golden Eagles. Now they'll make their run, and it's that Ramirez who was trying to make the run to the far side, but it's cleared away to the sideline by Western Nebraska, and another throw-in coming up for El Trip. Starting to regain some of that pressure that they were putting on early in this match. Western Nebraska, as I say, that steals the ball away, and Isaac Perez clears one high down the sideline. Header goes out of bounds, back to Laramie County for another throw. And Rudy Medina will once more try to make the throw and down the left side. On to the end line, Christian Nunez looking to try and go one-on-one. Can't get past Saros, instead passes the ball out. Saros able to scoop in and get the ball for a moment, but Western Nebraska loses it again to El Trip, just throwing some numbers forward. Good opportunity for them with numbers up into the box. Headed to Garcia. Headed back away by Enrique. Garcia will chase the ball down on the near side. Jorge drops it to Terrazas. Split a double team and does. Ball popped up again, though, by Nascimento. Nascimento trying to dribble it out. A little bit of confusion as now Western Nebraska has the numbers around the ball. Nascimento gets it again. Near sideline. Ball is going to be played out of bounds, and it goes as a throw for the Cougars. Golden Eagles matching up with the numbers on this near side as the throw goes to Sercal, settles it down at his feet along the center line, and a free kick goes back to Western Nebraska. Sercal lost his footing, and the official says it was too much contact from Laramie County. Ball fed up to Renan Sousa for the free kick. Western Nebraska putting 4 along the far line, and they have a near one that's a little bit shorter in Alarcon. They'll play it back row instead. Trying to draw some of the Golden Eagles so put everybody back on defense, back along, and maybe get some chances for a counterattack. Golden Eagles have been good against that, though, so far recently in this match. Berdiles with a chance for the goal kick, sends one down the right side. This one sails over the top of everybody. It's a race to the ball and out of play. No, Isaac Perez is going to get to that one first, and he's able to play the ball out of bounds off Paul Saros. And the Golden Eagles get the throw, as Perez will drop this one off to Medina for the throw-in. With 27 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Still 1-1 here, first half of play. 2 early goals in the first 10 minutes for each side. Western Nebraska trying to get one to Sercal. Nearly had it in some space. Golden Eagles able to slow up the run. Ball still in some space and eventually cleared away to Fierro, who pulls it up out of net. He'll take his time getting this throw out. Goes to the far sideline again, where the Golden Eagles will try and build something up. Medina sends it to Martinez. Martinez up to Nunez. Christian has the ball poked away from him. Stays Golden Eagle possession, but the run's thrown off just a little bit as El Trip has to throw it in. I'll build the numbers forward again. Garcia, Edgar Garcia, this time crossed to Terrazas, though. Terrazas at the midfield stripe. Finds the middle. Luis Castillo gets it back over to Terrazas. Through ball up ahead. Finds Ramirez. And Ramirez, clean tackle away. Sercal trying to get to it. This time Brian Aguirre gets to the clean tackle. And Laramie County still not in possession, but they're able to at least keep the quick Sirkal off of the ball. Again, he is the one you have to limit if you are guarding this Western Nebraska team. There's a lot of other weapons that the Golden Eagles can handle one-on-one, but he is the one you want to avoid getting into any type of space, as we saw earlier. Golden Eagles have more weapons in a way, but now the Golden Eagles have to deal with some pressure being put forward. To the right side, the ball sent out wide to Paul Saros. Crosser into the box, and Sirkal underneath a header that was just a little bit, and he's claiming that he wants the card. The official saying no, and they're not going to give up the PK to him on that one. Golden Eagles on the counterattack. Well, West Nebraska arguing the call. They're going to try and get it to the right side. Ramirez cuts through and ends up running into a Cougar. No foul by the official again this way, so letting the teams play out there a little bit on the field when it comes to their attacks. Right side goes back to Saros. Pokes one through. Edgar Garcia able to keep it from Saros, and Isaac Perez feeds it back up to Medina, run to the left side. Azael Marufo getting set to sub in for the Laramie County Golden Eagles. On the next stoppage, through ball intercepted by Perez. Dropped up ahead to Garcia. Now back to Ramirez. And stolen away for a run by Western Nebraska. Far sideline. Pass into the middle. Nascimento has that one picked away from him. El Trip will get Barajas there. Headed away from Garcia for a moment. Still loose in the middle of the field. And the Cougars will clear it to the near side. Trying to find some room out wide. Run made forward by Pedro Roche. And tries to send one forward, but a little bit too early before, or too late, as Alarcon was not going to be able to time up his run well. And El Trip gets the throw this time, giving an opportunity for Marufo to sub in, though, as he's going to replace Mario Ramirez to the sideline. 24 minutes and 27 seconds to go after that flurry of activity. It goes back to Laramie County for the throw. Terrazas looking for a teammate to get it to. Castillo heads up for the ball. Instead, they'll go over the top of him to Barajas. Played off of the ball. West Nebraska takes it, and they'll clear this one out of play. So throw goes back to Laramie County. Barajas to the near side, takes it, sends one deep to the far sideline. That one goes out to the far sideline where it'll be scooped up by Berdiles, and he'll bring it back into the middle. See how he plays this one. Golden Eagles will put some pressure on him with Azael. He'll pick it up inside of the 18 and rolls it out wide. Subs getting set to come on this time for Western Nebraska. Tom Pelzer looking to sub in for his first opportunity on the field as the Golden Eagles trying to counterattack. Can't get there. Sirkal takes it at his feet. Dances to the midfield. Tries to send a through ball up. Taken away by Perez. Cleared to the near side for Alarcon, though. And still in some space. And a tackle taken. And El Trip asking for the ball. And they're going to say a throw and goes back to Western Nebraska. And Western Nebraska will get Pelzer into the game. Tom has got 5 assists for Western Nebraska. Will sub onto the field for Paul Saros. Pelzer out of Bad Sackening, Germany. Alarcon will make the throw after Pelzer gets up into position playing in that midfield center. And Nascimento will have this one cleared away. Stays Cougar ball. I thought that one might have been off of the Cougars. 22 minutes and 25 seconds to go. It'll be Alarcon calling for somebody forward to him. Sends one up to the far left. Taken there by Adolf Rojas. Into the box it goes to Sirkal. And a header goes out of play over the top of the goal. Played out wide to the near side. Terrazas on the sideline. Feeds one forward over the top towards Nunez. Headed just away from him. Western Nebraska collects it back on the defensive end. And a tumble taken by Azael Marufo. Again, no whistle by the officials. Barajas takes it, trying to get into the box himself. Nice little shifty move, and a tackle is going to clear the ball away to a corner kick for the Laramie County Community College Golden Eagles. Good move by Barajas to get himself some space there and nearly able to take advantage of it. So the throw-in will come from the corner kick will come from the near side corner. Barajas will set it up on the lines. Takes it from the sideline edge. Says ready. Plays one into the box over the top, and ball loose for a moment. Sees Alarcon just pop one high up into the air. Castillo chases down the loose ball. Fed to the right side by Darwin Lieva, who's into the match fresh for Laramie County Community College. And a deep ball sent to the left side where it's Isaac Perez just feeding one forward to keep it away from Adolfo Rojas, who was making the run alongside. Far sideline it goes. We'll see Brian Aguirre make the run this time. Feeds it to one, gets it to Marufo, now Medina. Rudy looking for a crosser, feeds it back instead. Christian Nunez tries to send one deep into the box. Danny Barajas with the header towards the goal and easily handled by Berdiles. Yes, he was in good positioning for it. The ball headed away as the run back the other way by West Nebraska on the counterattack. Sees them get position in the box for a moment. Rojas has to play it out of the box, though, as he's going to be hounded there by Perez. Good job by Perez to force West Nebraska to reset the defense as Alarcon now takes it in some space. Crosser in up ahead, finds Sercal with space. High chip shot just over the top right corner, and Sercal had an open opportunity but could not capitalize on it after a nice cross coming from Alarcon on the left side. Both teams with some good opportunities these last 10 minutes or so, neither one able to capitalize, and Western Nebraska gives it back up for the run from Terrazas, playing back on the defensive side. Header to the middle. Marufo trying to make the run to it. They end up losing the race to it with Sousa getting there first for the Cougars. Now Pelzer to Sercal, and he'll try and play a run for himself in the middle of space. Dumps one back off to Sousa. Crosser to the near side, finds Alarcon. Lets that one through his legs and off of Terrazas, I believe, out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in for West Nebraska again to throw some numbers forward. Alarcon sends it backwards to the near side. And sending it back even further, Samuel Acosta will receive it. Little trip trying to get the ball back and get a consistent attack going. That's what they had in those first 3 minutes, was just consistent pressure. Got them that early goal. Since then, it's been more balanced between the two sides, each able to make a run. No one's really controlled it since then. But both sides have had some good opportunities, and that's how West Nebraska got their one goal, was one of those opportunities. Golden Eagles haven't been able to capitalize on any since, and we're stuck at one. 18 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Winner of this match goes on to take on the 1 seed most likely. Now, this is the 4-5 in the Region 9 playoffs. Central Wyoming already getting a win, already losing to Otero in Northeastern Junior College, getting the win already yesterday against Trinidad State. Ball played to the middle. Terrazas takes it out wide. Through ball to Barajas, who gets taken down. They say a clean tackle, though. And Sercal, losing the ball, gives back for a counterattack opportunity for Laramie County. Garcia this time goes down. Ball sent through. Golden Eagles with some numbers too far back will have to hustle back on defense. Brian Aguirre able to slow down the attack again, though. The defense has really done a good job of not allowing the breakaways to turn anything big. West Nebraska being forced to try and earn every single thing that they get. This time the Golden Eagles on their own counterattack. Christian Nunez drills the ball up ahead, feeds one through to Marufo. Azael gets it out in space wide to the left. Drops one back, and unable to keep his footing there on the drop back was Garcia. Now West Nebraska with a counterattack of their own starts throwing some more numbers forward with 17 to go in the first half. Pivotal minutes here in these final 17. As you can see, some momentum possibly being gained by whoever gets that next goal, especially if you go into the halftime locker room. Far side, Pelzer sends one up ahead, taken for a moment by Rojas as Adolfo able to slip past Medina for a moment. Medina recovers, though, and the Cougars have to pull the ball back to the near side edge. They'll drop it back to Enrique. Played wide again to the near side. And another tackle made as Terrazas and Acosta get to the ball first. Or Alarcon, excuse me. They will drop this one back to Acosta. And now Perez, or Enrique, I should say. Paulo gets it again. Sends it wide to the right. Patience being shown by West Nebraska. Patience also being shown by the Golden Eagles to not give up anything easy. Play on's going to be whistled as the ball sent by Lieva to the near side for Barajas, making the run on sides. Looking for a crosser once again. Sends one into the box, and a shot opportunity is sent sailing well over the top of the net. Good opportunity there, though, by Azael Marufo to try and get one in, as the cross was a well-placed one by Danny Barajas, but just put way too much leg into it and sails it into the new dorms on the backside. 15:28 to go, and to remain at zeros. One of the best opportunities that we've seen from Laramie County in this half, other than the one that they got the goal on for Edgar Garcia, who's got his first, I believe, no assist on it, but on the rebound, Edgar Garcia was able to take one and fight it through. 15 minutes to go, as Berdiles will take the goal kick. Sends it sailing to the near side as they'll go deep and unable to control it at his feet. Western Nebraska outside winger Gabriel Santos loses it back to a throw-in for Laramie County. Take advantage of it now if you're El Trip. Try to start controlling and gaining that momentum in this game, and they'll get some numbers sent through forward as they yell on the end line. Trying to cross one, left in some space, and it slowly spins its way out for a corner kick coming up. And the Golden Eagles get their second corner of this one. Excuse me, third corner of this one. 14 minutes and 26 seconds to go. Just over a half hour played here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Corner kick sent to the near side wide. Terrazas will try and feed one in. Headed away by Enrique as he uses the tall frame to box out. And now on the counterattack coming the West Nebraska Cougars, but it's broken up. As a good job chasing it down from behind. Darwin Lieva able to break up the pass attempt by Rojas. Middle of the field. Nunez swipes this one up, sends one deep to the left side. And Berdiles will scoop this one up himself again. Plays it at his feet, I should say, rather than scoops it up. And looks for his options. Now he will pick this one up as Nunez makes the run to him. Let's play it out wide on the throw. Acosta down the line, sends it to Pelzer. Trying to feed it back to Pelzer for a moment with Sousa. Sousa gets the possession back to Sercal. Through ball left side, a little bit too soft, and Danny Barajas able to take advantage of that for the Golden Eagles. Up ahead to Nunez. Counterattack being started by El Trip. And a crosser to the near side sent out of play hard, and West Nebraska stays on the defensive side with another throw for Terrazas from the near edge. Barajas up ahead to Christian Nunez, and that's going to be a foul against Western Nebraska and Gabriel Santos as he got tangled up with Nunez on the near side. Barajas will make the throw. 12:51, or make the free kick, I should say. Try and play in on the set piece with numbers loaded up to the far side. Good attacking opportunity here for Laramie County. Keep your eye on the far side on Edgar Garcia. I'll send this one well short, though. Not enough elevation on that play into the box, and the Golden Eagles will once again watch the Cougars swipe away the ball. Sercal overruns the pass meant for him, and that's going to be taken advantage of by Barajas. Up ahead, he'll find Marufo. Zael has it tackled away, but it rolls to Medina, and Medina will try and put one on net, and that one sails wide to the right side post. And the near side post, I should clarify. 12:03 to go. And they're going to have a pause for an injured Cougar. This water break taken advantage of by the Cougars to the near side. Golden Eagles will also take advantage of the water break as Terrazas stays on the field and have some water sent out to him. Same with Perez and same with Aguirre. 12:03, clock stopped with the score at 1-1. First half of play, and a very balanced match so far between these two sides, and you'd expect that from the 5 versus the 4. Women's game will be coming up next. We'll have that one scheduled for 3. Same two teams, Western Nebraska and Laramie County Community College. El Trip got them 2-0 the first time around. This was a 4-2 win for Laramie County the first time around on the men's side, and they had a 3-0 lead at the half in that matchup. Both teams obviously have made some adjustments and are trying to take advantage of it. Players wave back onto the field. Sub being waved on as well for Laramie County. Cesar Morales will sub on for Christian Nunez. At 12:03, we'll see Berdiles take the goal kick. Plays out wide. Enrique takes it, and he'll cross this one wide to the other side to Acosta. Takes up the far sideline. Deep ball sent forward. Trying to get some space out on the run. Pelzer was making the run for it. Headed away by the Golden Eagles, though. And they'll play it back to Aguirre, as El Trip will try to take advantage. Terrazas makes the run into the ball. Plays it middle. Centered up for Leo Soto, who drops one back to Barajas, back to Terrazas on the near side wing. Ball stolen away by West Nebraska, though, on the tackle. Nascimento. Good quick passing by West Nebraska right now, keeping the Golden Eagles from being able to take and intercept anything. They'll play it wide to the right side where Rojas makes the run, gets the ball, and has a chance in some space. Cross one back behind Circolo, who overran his teammate, but he's got Nascimento making the play on one, and a great save made in net by Brian Fierro keeps that one out. It'll be a corner kick coming up for the Cougars of Western Nebraska. Laramie County giving up their first corner of the match. 3 corners for Laramie County. This is the first opportunity for the Cougars. The Cougars trying to take advantage of their call being focused on so much by the Laramie County defense. And Nascimento on that run from the backside, trying to get his second goal in as many matches between them and the Cougars, as he got the other goal the first time around these two teams played. Taking his time, Renan Sousa has the ball loaded up in front of him. Top of the box loaded up, one Cougar inside of the box. This one's sent wide and over the top of everybody to the far sideline. Taken there by Santos. Santos on Soto, able to get possession of it for a moment. Now to play, it goes for a throw into the Cougars. West Nebraska calls some numbers over that way. Now they'll try to find Nascimento. Instead, almost taken away by Laramie County, and they will get the free kick after the ball was offsides to one of the Cougars. 9 minutes and 32 seconds to go. Ball played up ahead to Garcia. Tried to make a move, but lost control of the ball, and is played back to Perez this time. Leiva gets it to Danny Barajas. Crosses the center line and sends one forward to a quick run by Terrazas. Terrazas this time crosses one well wide of Edgar Garcia, the intended target, well high of him too, not just wide, but too far over the top. And with 9:03 to go, it goes to a goal kick for Berdiles. Hernan so far 1 goal against. He's made 2 or 3 saves as well. Ball crossed to the near side. West Nebraska on the return for the attack. Dump one backwards, and losing the footing on the turf field is going to be Renan Sousa. Cross into the box again, this time intercepted by West Nebraska. Enrique sends one wide to Pelzer, but that's too far beyond him, and the Golden Eagles get the throw. Golden Eagles a chance these last couple of times to, again, take that momentum back on their side. Neither team's been able to capitalize since the first 10 minutes of this game. We've got about 25 minutes without seeing anything getting past the keepers. Not for lack of both teams having some opportunities. This ball sent out on the far sideline for another throw. 8:01 to go. Ball thrown in, intercepted by West Nebraska. They'll try and find Serkal on the far side. Drops one to himself and now does a heel pass to the far sideline. That ends up being a miscue. That's held onto by L-Trip for a moment, and then the ball rolls out of bounds for a throw and back to the Cougars. Cougars trying to, again, throw some numbers forward. Again, final 10 minutes, an important stage in this one. Ball played out of bounds again off of the Laramie County Community College defense. Pablo Dominguez will take the opportunity to sub in for Western Nebraska with 7:22 to go. Serkal will come out of the game for a little bit of a breather. See how the Golden Eagles can spread the defense back around with him being off of the field. They've definitely marked him well so far in this game. Enrique, the ball dropped back to him. Crosses it near side. Through ball up ahead to Sousa. Drop back to the new installment. That's Dominguez. Dominguez sends a through ball, but Sousa was just a little bit late on the run. Goes all the way up to Fierro, and Brian goes up to Aguirre. Aguirre to Garcia. To the far sideline. They get it up to Medina making the run. The defensive mid looking to try and find someone to cross the ball to. Gets past his defender. Through Garcia. Let the ball all the way through. 3 Golden Eagles up at the top of the box, including Soto, who tries to take the shot. Can't get it through as it's deflected away. Perez comes back with the ball. Garcia this time trying to head one forward. Gets it intercepted on a header by Enrique. And another ball sent back down the field to Brian Fierro. Golden Eagles keeping the numbers forward. Aguirre, or excuse me, that's Fierro, loses the ball, and it's going to be sent towards him and towards the net, but he's able to keep the gloves up. He was caught out of box there for a moment on the interception, and West Nebraska sends it to him where he's able to make the easy save. Back the other way, Barajas sends a through ball that's going to be taken by Terrazas, and Terrazas into the net, sends one at the goal, but taken there by Berdiles again. That's his 4th or 5th save. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Ball played out to Enrique. Five minutes and 25 seconds to go. Ball played out to the right side again, where it's Acosta, dropping it back to Berdiles. Golden Eagles will send a few numbers forward again, but the ball played up to Roche. Through ball to the middle, long run, and Aguirre able to get to that one first. And on the near sideline, fires it back to the middle. Sousa trying to win the tackle. Beaten to the ball by Leo Soto. Soto's pass backwards, though. It's going to be picked up by Dominguez, who drops it back to Enriquez. The defense starting to pull forward a little bit for Western Nebraska, and a ball sent wide to the far sideline. And offsides is whistled against West Nebraska as the Cougars. That was their bane in the first half last time these two teams played, was the offsides calls, and L-Trip gets the free kick because of it. Medina looks to be the one to take it. So he'll spin the ball out in front of him with the final 4.5 minutes to go here in this half. All even.